Hi, this is Amber Halverson and I'm from Worldwide Migration Partners. In this video, we're going to be talking about work visas and sponsorship. There are several work visas available in Australia. However, the main visa is the Temporary Skills Shortage Subclass 482 visa. The TSS is suitable for Australian employers who are looking to fill a skills shortage and international employees who would like to work in Australia. It involves 3 stages, including the Australian company becoming a standard business sponsor, they're submitting a nomination application of the applicant, and the visa applicant submitting a visa application for themselves. In order to apply, a company and an employee is required to find a suitable occupation on one of the skilled occupation lists. Right now, the most suitable lists are the medium to long-term strategic skilled list and the short-term skilled occupation list. The lists contain a myriad of occupations, ranging from hairdressers to recruitment consultants to engineers, nurses, doctors. In essence, the company chooses an occupation and then the visa applicant is required to demonstrate they can meet the skill level for that occupation. I'll provide a breakdown of the 3 stages for you. For the standard business sponsorship application, the Australian company is required to demonstrate that they're actively operating in Australia. For the nomination application, there's a myriad of different criteria that they're required to meet, but the predominant areas include demonstrating that they've advertised the position, that they're going to pay the visa applicant what they would pay an Australian in the same occupation, and that the position is genuine. For the visa application, they're required to demonstrate they can meet the skill level for the occupation. This includes whether they have the right degree or the right diploma, or whether they have the relevant work experience. They're also required to demonstrate that they can meet English language level, identity, character, and other health criteria. One of the main questions that we get asked is whether an applicant can apply for a work visa without sponsorship. In essence, the majority of work visas available in Australia will involve an Australian employer in some way. There's very few possibilities where you may come here independently and apply for a work visa without sponsorship of some kind. Another common question is whether applicants can obtain permanent residency through employer sponsorship. The answer is yes. If you have an occupation on the medium to long-term strategic skilled list and your employer is willing to sponsor you for permanent residency, there are options available. As mentioned, you can apply for permanent residency through employer sponsorship. This would either be through the Employer Nomination Scheme, subclass 186, or the Skilled Sponsored Regional Visa, the subclass 494. The subclass 186 is a 2-stage process and has 2 different streams available. It's similar to the TSS, the subclass 482, wherein a company is required to submit a nomination application and an applicant is required to submit a visa application. You may apply under what's called the Temporary Residence Transition Stream or the Direct Entry Stream. With the Temporary Residence Transition Stream, if you've worked for your current employer on a subclass 482 for at least 3 years, then you may be eligible to apply under this stream. For the Direct Entry Stream, you're required to apply for what's called a skill assessment. And provided you can obtain a positive skill assessment in your occupation and can demonstrate 3 years of highly relevant experience, then you may be eligible to be sponsored under this stream. The subclass 491 is similar to the subclass 186, however, it is meant for employers and individuals that are located in regional areas of Australia. Essentially, it is for peoples outside the areas of Sydney, Brisbane, Gold Coast, or Melbourne, and other pockets of the country. It also includes a nomination and a visa application. However, it also includes getting authority from what's called a regional certifying body, which essentially affirms that your occupation is required in that particular regional area. This visa isn't a direct route to permanent residency. It will result in a 5-year visa, and you may transition to permanent residency later on after 3 years have passed living and working for your regional employer. There are other Australian work visas available. These include the Temporary Activity subclass 408 visa, the Training subclass 407 visa, and the Temporary Work subclass 400 visa. They all have different varying levels of Australian sponsorship, and they do involve an Australian employer in some way. If you would like further information about your eligibility for one of these visas, please do reach out to us.